Friends, assalamu alaikum. The trip we've been waiting for is finally here. We are now in the Sharoy district and we are going to search for the Chayri Waterfall. And a little bonus, the old team has reunited. We haven't gone on a real hike in a long time. And today, at the end of September, we decided to do it. In the mountains, autumn comes a little earlier than on the plains. You see how this landscape is painted with so many colors. It's just incredibly beautiful. As you know, there are a lot of different herbs and berries growing in the mountains. What did we just come across now?
Rose hips on the bush.
By the time we reach the final point, we'll have gathered a good variety of different spices to brew some tea. They're savory here. Look, they look similar. Smell it. Smell it. The smell is unreal, honestly. Really cool. Yeah, pasta currency will put all the feed in, and here are raspberry bushes, but unfortunately they're already gone. Most likely the bears ate them. Why are they just lying there? What a find. Huh? They're just lying there. No one knows what kind of mushroom it is. There's no stem, just a cap sitting alone. Strange. But it smells nice. I want to eat it, but we won't take the risk.
Imagine over there, you see, that's Dailan. You went up there too, right? To hang it, yes. We climbed up to 2,800. With Mom.
I spent 2 nights there, I did. This is a mountain, friends. The height is 2,800.
See that mountain over there? That's Dailan.
Yes.
Now imagine that we were standing there.
And it's a cool feeling to realize that you've been somewhere even if it's...
Not at such a height, right?
And what altitude are you at right now?
Right now we're at about 2,200 meters, I think. Yeah, 2,200 meters.
Does it show for you?
Yeah, it is, but mine's a little...
Is it wrong?
Yeah, it's a little wrong.
I just realized here what I'm thinking right now. I thought that nothing could surprise me anymore. Honestly, everything has become pretty boring. Really boring. And this place is just unreal. One of the top places we've ever been to. Yeah, really. Cheko, Zuku, yeah. Although, couldn't have said it better. Many people say that soon there won't be any places left in Chechnya for you to film. Yes. But when you start going on these hikes, you realize just how many of these spots and locations you still haven't been to. And it's just endless, yes. It's practically a perfect place for filming hikes. Every mountain village has its own unique charm, and there are so many of these villages that we don't even know about. Yes, with you. Is a whole lifetime enough to see all of Chechnya? We're almost at the waterfall now, and now we need to go down this mountain that we climbed up. Here's an obstacle like this over these rocks. You need to be as careful as possible because many of them aren't very stable on the ground. More precisely, they're lying there. Capchi, be careful. A bird. Here we are, we've come down. It wasn't hard, but it was dangerous. Because you can easily get injured. Now let's look for a relatively flat spot to set up camp here. And then we'll start exploring the surroundings. We'll set up camp at the foot of the first waterfall, the small one. We found a spot here, the flattest area, so to speak, but it's full of rocks. Let's clear the rocks so it's comfortable to lie down. There aren't any flat spots nearby, just slopes everywhere. Maybe there's a gentler one, but from there to here, it's all sloped.
We cleared them out and we decided that's it, and this as well.
When setting up a tent, it's very important to find or prepare the flattest possible spot to make it that way, because even a single small pebble under you can keep you from sleeping well. And here there are so many rocks. At night it's definitely going to be very cold. No, not just cold, but, well, I still don't think I'll be able to get a good night's sleep. It's tough, right? Also, as many times as we've gone to the mountains, I've never once slept on a perfectly flat surface. Whoa! You can feel every single stone. Dynamic. It suddenly started to rain. We're quickly setting up the tents right now. Looks like we won't be going to see the waterfall today. It's starting to rain, just like we wanted, huh? Just like we wanted. We're hiding in the tent from the bad weather. We chose to have lunch together since we can't go anywhere. Maga's hanging out. I'm here trying to cook a camp meal. If people saw us here, probably many would say we're out of our minds, right? But we're actually relaxing. This is relaxation, right? Yeah, we're relaxing. Connection? There's no connection, so someone will calm down. Yeah, absolutely. No work, no worries, nothing. From the outside, it might look like we just came to sit in a tent, but we're enjoying it in our own way. So you spend a whole day here, right? You come here, no seams, no cabins, none of that stuff. It's somehow better out in nature. After that, when you come back home, all the comforts you have, the coziness and everything that makes a home, you start to value it much more and in a more down-to-earth way. I think that's very important. So, we're having instant noodles for dinner, and Timur is showing us how he grilled steaks. Thank you, Timur, that was perfectly on time. What he grilled was delicious and perfectly timed. Yes, hello, a couple? I guess it's time. Waiting? From whom? Who? I don't want to go to the city. You're probably back in town right now. You're lying in a warm bed while we're out here who knows where, in a tent in the rain. Go for a ride, but we definitely wouldn't trade places with you. We have the best situation. But that's not for sure. Continuation. And where's the sun? In the corner. In the corner? What, dissonance again? There will be content, but not today. Huh? In short, it's foggy here, very cold, we froze and we woke up every hour. And apparently today we'll have to go back home instead of to the waterfall. Oh, it's already reached here. The guys are getting ready. Yeah, to do it with Uno. Yeah, that's about how it was. Tash, she was expelled herself. Yeah, but expelled softly, I think. Yeah, that's it. Do you see what the weather's like now? We woke up to this kind of surprise. You can't even see the waterfall that's just 50 meters away from us. Now we've decided that we'll pack up and go home. We'll return to finish filming the big waterfall once the weather clears. The forecast says it will rain for several days. That was my worst night in the mountains. I'm not going to spend another night in the mountains in a tent this year. I was just frozen to the bone. The bear came up another 5 or 6 times. Alright, let me turn this off now and we'll continue in a few days. Now we can continue. You won't believe it, but it's already been 2 weeks. And it rained every single day. That's why it took us so long to come back to this waterfall. But we finally did it. Today the weather is just perfect. All the conditions are favorable for us to reach our final goal. Let's continue. We faced our first difficulty today. Near this first small waterfall, there is a big slope, as you can see, and there is no accessible way up it. And now we actually have to climb up this rock because there is no road ahead. And we constantly use the drone to scout where it's best and most convenient to climb up. Look, maybe you can see it. The guy's already climbed up. I was filming here for a bit. Now I have to somehow climb up there. This is a very steep slope. Maybe the camera doesn't show it, but it really is. There's even snow lying here already. October 11th. The higher you climb, shoo, it's tough. We've made it past the first section. There's just a little bit left. Now we need to go straight through the gorge like this. I think it won't be difficult anymore. As you may have already noticed, the landscapes are no longer as vibrant and colorful as they were just 2 weeks ago. This autumn landscape, the colorful trees, everything has already turned yellow, and it's still just as beautiful. You can already see that beauty up ahead. They say it doesn't have a name, so let's call it the Chayri Waterfall. I measured it right here with a drone. It shows exactly 97 meters, and as far as I know, there's no waterfall higher than this in Chechnya. Right now though, the stream of water is a bit weak. But after heavy rains or in the spring, they say it really gushes here. How do your expectations match reality? It's just unreal. The first time I saw it down there, it was really impressive. The top isn't visible from here. There's a bit of a slope there, so... guys, he's gonna die. Diamond! Diamond! You didn't get up, did you? Yeah, I was here. Yeah. We did your thing when you said we had to go. The most remarkable thing is he's been talking about that waterfall ever since. Thank you. Since our first hike. And now, 2 years later, yes, everything happened. Since the first hike, right? Yes. Unfortunately, friends, I can't give you any historical information about this waterfall because no one really knows anything about it. But this mountain at the foot of which we are standing is called Zaylam. This translates from Chechnya as chain. 2 words, chain and mountain. Now I'll show you and you'll see why it's called that. Zaylam. Chain. Do you see? Teeth. Everything is obviously simple. Apti isn't with us. Someone noticed. He couldn't come this time. Apti, if you're watching, we're having a great time. We finally saw the waterfall. And now Timur promised us that he would grill some meat. And that will be a great way to end this trip. Applause, charge yourself and your loved ones. See you next time. What kind of sandwich is that, Timur? Little faggots. Like this and like this. Timur, you're a wizard. Thank you. Oh, for a snack. On this wonderful note, let's end our hike, which we managed to complete after 2 attempts. But it was worth it, and I'm really glad that we got together and went on this hike. Are you happy, Maga? Me too. Very, very happy. Especially with a dinner like this. Now we'll eat and head home. Thank you to everyone who watched, and see you in the next episode.